Moving caravans Polski style. Woo. Is it going to snap? Don't look, is it? Shit. Caravan moving day for the neighbours. Blocked the whole lane for hours. Everybody's pissed off. What do you think, Dave? Is it YouTube disaster? A Polish YouTube disaster? You know?
Witam Polska.
Well, Dodgy Dodger trying to do some content. Caravanning today. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I live in a caravan. I live with my granny and, well, we're not going to say the rest. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Whoa. See where he's going, boys? Uh-oh, looks like it's on a piston. Hidey, hidey, hi, hidey, hidey, ho. Whoop, spinning around. I'm spinning around. You did this. Come on, get on those guy ropes, boys. Look, man, we're an angle there. The angle of the angle. He's getting stressed in there. It's all happening here. Toy me caravan down, boys. Whoop. Toy me caravan down. Whoop, whoop. To its final resting place. Beyond the bushes.
Tak, tamto! Tak! Pilnuj, żeby był poziom tutaj. To jest świąt, tam nie wyjedziemy.
Big queue of traffic here, boys. Get a bit gnarly. We're out, Dave. Lovely hell. We have touchdown. Apollo 99 has landed. But that's not quite landed. Oh, hang on, it's on the piss again.
okej!
Very level to me.
na wiosce, ja pierdolę.
No i lala jest. Dobra, teraz jedźcie se.
Let's see what the action is on the other side then, boys. Got me there. Can't see the action on the other side of the fence, eh? Oh, big queue of people. Dodge house.
Patrz, wróciłeś się, bo dotykałeś.
Dzień dobry.
O, będzie telewizja?
Tak, będzie na YouTube'a. YouTube'a.
Na YouTubie będzie.
Tak. Oj. Ay caramba. Well, the Polish eagle has landed. Well, look at that, eh? It's a man with a van. Proper foundations here. Lisa. Just need to level it a little bit, it'll be perfect, huh?
Yes, it's perfect.
Yeah. All in one piece. It's okay. What do you think of the show so far, Dave?
Yeah, entertainment.
Oh dear. The stress, eh? Woo. This is the most action this village has seen, probably in 5 years. But see, man has a little house here, so man can renovate knackered old house. Live in caravan house and repair other house. There's a nice little spot here. Runs down to the river. Nice little garden. This is one of Dodge's lawns he cuts for free, you see. I used to get beer, they don't give me any beer anymore. There's a lot of meander down to the little pretty river. Meandering along. Meanders long. Oh well, it was never a YouTube disaster, I guess. Nothing but a piece of, other than a piece of 2x2 and a bag of rusty now should fix this place up a tree. While I'm here, we've got plenty of visitors. It's got audience now, look, oh, the village. The old villagers come out, you see. Let's check out the date on these places. Now this is original now. This is proper Polski Hałopata. Dodger's Lane. Here you go. Halo!
Nie gódź tam, nie posprzątałam.
A, nikt nie będzie wiedzieć. There you go, boys. If you can read. 1755. Was that before America was invented? Look at that. Still standing. Some beetle in there. Anyway, I'm sure this lot don't like being filmed, so. Right guys, there's Dodger's house, neighbour's house. Neighbour's got a new van. Hope you enjoy the show. Tally ho. Hello folks. Hope you're all doing well. I didn't bore you too much, but my attempt at producing some content, doing a filming with my new phone. My new telephone. It's really bad. I don't want to put my camera on because I'm in a right state. I'm being dragged down by the ear down to the barber's today by Mrs. Dodge to get to shave and haircut. Oh, I'll show you why. Yeah. Yeah, so Dodger will be going soon. I don't know what's happening in the dungeon today. Maybe somebody, I don't know, Scirocco and some of the guys will be on a bit later. It's a bit early for the boys. It's a bit of an early show. For my Aussie mates, NATO Solved, the crew, Plastic, shout out to everybody else that hangs around here in the depths of the dungeon. So what's a haps, guys? What's a haps? What's a haps? What's a haps? Hey, Pastor. Hey, yeah, I'm looking fine, looking mighty fine. So, what's happening? Why was AC3 taken down? What was the gossip? What happened? Did we all watch the film? Dodger's a film star now. You seen that? Dodger's a film star. I'm an official hanger-on. I'm officially, with the night wristwatchman and the shovel man, we are hangers-on, hangers-on. So I'm rising through the ranks now. It's a little like joining the Hells Angels, isn't it? You know, hang about. I'm an official hanger around. That takes some doing. A couple of 3 years, I might actually be a fan. Have I had breakfast? No, I wouldn't mind some breakfast, though. Yeah. What's been BMW of Bougainville? Dodger some AC3 replays are part of the channel memberships. Spicy shows 8 private. Oh, 8. Oh, made, I guess. It could eat them, I suppose. 8 privated for members. Yeah, I do wonder if he's got a boat club there. Yeah, sounds mighty fine, mighty fine. But Steak and Stella rhymes, isn't it? Yes, the film was great. Yeah, it was. Oh, so I thought it was very good, very good. What's the scoop of the superfan? Oh, I don't know what else to say because there's loads of other stuff that was said, but I don't know if Timmy has actually videoed it, so I don't want to spoil it now. But there's loads, you know, was telling us about his education, this, that, and the other. Oh my God. Oh, only somebody, he was a right posh boy, he was, right posh boy from a posh family, from a posh school. Super fan. It was hilarious when basically Archie didn't offer him a cigar, like basically said no more cigars in the shop, and then Paul Thorpe turns up and suddenly cigars all come out his pocket again. Well, Archie gave me 2 cigars. It was a long one that was just barely lit and that little nub end. I think he did have that nub end, didn't he? But it was awkward. It was, hey, Cutty, hi, mate, from D-Path. Yeah, it really was awkward. But yeah, he said some other things. That I don't know if Tim recorded them. He's just saving those other bits. But yeah, it was. I think just the rest of us were just sort of Sweating a sigh of relief that Archie didn't pick on any of us. Well, there is actually another bit that's missing from there. It's all to do with Red Shovel and an invoice. But as I say, I don't want to. I don't want to be the spoiler man here. But you know, if Tim's got that not recorded as well, then there's loads in there. It was a little gold mine sitting out there on the terrace. Oh dear, dear, dear. There's a gold mine of gems were coming out left, right, and centre. I don't know what it was. I think it's just been a long day and everybody was tired and a bit of booze. But yeah. Well, those chairs were creepy. I mean, I sat in that chair, it's like we sort of disappear into these wicker chairs. I'm sure they should have had cushions on them. But no, we had a great time. Great time. My cigar kept going out. I think it's because it was obviously used. But I thought, well, hey, Archie hates waste and I hate waste. So, yeah, Red Shovel was a great sport, wasn't he? Yeah, he was, yeah. But, yeah, I'd be interested to see if a few more snippets don't come out of that little sit down. Mind you, I don't know now if it'll ever be repeated. I hope relationships are sort of sorted so that, you know, these things can happen again. But that was a great time. It was a great show. Met lots of wonderful people that normally just sort of chat to. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, Tim should do some outtakes and cut material for more content. Yeah. Yeah, there's some more little gems, but I don't know if the camera was rolling. I guess if you'd have known with the set up, you know, multicams all around that area, because it would have picked up lots of little bits and pieces. But yeah, Rob, it was awkward. He poor superfan was getting a bit awkward. So how's it going, Cutty? Hope you're well. Not heard from NATO in ages. I hope he's doing well. I've been a bit busy. Mrs. Dodger's been in Italy, and I've been going to fetch her and doing stuff, cutting grass, doing all that boring stuff. But it's great to see Scirocco back and in full flow, taking control, taking the reins, heading up the dungeon. Up the dungeon. What else is happening? Let's go back on the chat a bit. Hey, I'm doing quite well today. I've got 9 people on. That's probably 6 more than usual with Dodgers on. Looks like the war room's not on anymore. I thought Tim was supposed to be taking on the war room and doing war room things. But as Plastic said, I'm not too sure if that chart's right, you know. Not too sure if it's a true reflection of what's really going on. Maybe Plastic should take control of the chart. Oh, I better tidy this up and remove that from the stream. Oh, that sounds like Dodger's breakfast being knocked around in the oven. Past a low super chat. Yeah, I think the super chat situation, I think at the moment, I think all the super chat people, I think they're struggling because of the way the markets have gone. You know, there's concern about the pennies. They're counting the pennies. Now's not the time to be splashing out the money. Certainly not the time to be buying Rolex. I'd hang fire, guys. I wouldn't spend any cash at the moment. Hold that trigger back. Hold it. No matter how desperate you are, don't pay the piper at the moment. Yeah, it really was a genuine chemistry between the guys, between AC3 and Paul Thorpe. Yeah, all said and done, anything that's going on and the drama like created, there was a genuine, you can see the body, the chemistry between them. They got on really well. It's a shame they can't do more content together actually because they seem to get on extremely well. Yeah, Cutty, it's a shame. Yeah, if all these streams are going private, then yeah, it's a bit tooth. It's a bit tooth.
So how much does it cost to join?
How much it cost to join? I think it's yeah. If anybody wants to join, I think the intro package is $3.99. $3.99 or somewhere around that a month. $3.99 a month. Yeah, it's harder on us European punters because for me it's sort of 2 in the morning and Dodger needs his sleep. He's ugly enough without getting beauty sleep. So no, it's a bit unfair. But yeah, then you rely on the replays really to catch up. I can do, sometimes I can do half an hour or something, and I'm just too knackered. I have to go to sleep, then I'll catch up. You could argue that I should maybe become a member, so that could be argued. Oh, 4 a.m. for pastas. I see pastas going away. Oh, gold, man. They say it's 4 a.m. where you are. It's 4 a.m. when Archie comes on. But yeah, it's it's not good. It's not good for your health staying up too late. You need your beauty sleep. Definitely need your beauty sleep. You have to get out, work, earn your corn for your next Rolex. It's no good turning up at work half knackered because you've been watching the shows, streams all night. Cutty, you got the same problem, yeah? Usually catch him, yeah. He's at work. That's right. Oh, 4 a.m. where you are now? Pasta. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. I'm assuming you haven't got work in the morning. Well, it is the morning, but I'm assuming you're not going to work today, or are you? Jeez, man. You've got some staying power. Because I used to be able to do that sort of thing up until about my mid-40s, and then after that, well, no way. Now I'm an old man. I'm an old man now, so I can't handle it. It's the same with the alcohol. I used to be able to drink the old Polish vodka, neat, but I can't handle it anymore. It just burns. It burns all night. Oh, let's have a quick cigarette. Shall we go outside and have a quick cigarette? Go and see what's happening in Dodger's backyard on a cigarette time. But yeah, I think it'd be great if there could be a collab between Archie and Paul because there is this. I was to say, it's genuine chemistry. You could see it in that movie, couldn't you? And I think they genuinely had a good time together as mates. But all the drama. I guess the drama is required to drive the super chat machine. Oh my God. Oh, 2 daddy long legs here having it away. Anyway, we'll put some birdie tweets on. Excuse me, can't really read the chat out here. It's a bit too bright. Start cam. There you go. Makes a change for it to be summer. Oh my God, I'm glad the winter's over, guys. I'll tell you what as well, I'm not looking forward to next winter. I'm thinking of moving out. I mean, it looks like, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4,000. So that's... They're talking about coal being £800 a tonne. Now, this place uses loads of coke and coal and wood and stuff to keep it warm. Man, it's just crazy. Let's hope this war garbage is over soon. It's boring now. So my only worry about it all is Ukraine is not going to give up land, and Russia is not going to lose face. So it's a Mexican standoff, if you know what I'm saying. I don't think either of the parties are going to give any leeway. And as I say in Africa, when two elephants fight, it ruins the grass. It's going to leave the world unstable. It's not going to be long before, because Ukraine's probably one of the largest exporters of grain and certainly grain to the third world. I think there's going to be other crises around the world, starvation and all sorts because of this. It's not just a European thing. Oh, my breakfast is ready. Okay. Well, no, I'll come and have breakfast. Hang on, guys. Oh, can I have my breakfast outside? Ooh. Thought you'd have his breakfast outside. Hear the bees, the birds. I'm just having breakfast, guys. Got the bacon. Hang on, I'll show you the breakfast. Oh, what more does the guy want? Bacon sandwiches out in the backyard. I'll leave you all to chat for a bit, so I'll munch on these. I don't want to leave the mic open. You don't want to hear me munching away anyway, do you? So I'll just be scoffing the bacon sandwich. Just hang out in the chat, boys. Anyway, drop the link in case anybody wants to hop on. Yeah, this has always been a terrible time to be doing a show. I remember from the old Marcelo show days, the 24/7 thing. Oh my God. This should be part of the dead man shift this time. But I'm hoping, a bit later on, some of the guys will hop on and maybe Plastic, maybe Rock will come on and do a show for you guys. And say Dodger's being dragged down to the barbers to be shorn like a sheep. I try and keep it to about once every 3 months, 4 months. Saves the cost, you see. The old barber cost me £10 a time. £10 a time, £10 a time. So we look through the chat. Yes, everything's a bit of a mess at the moment, I would agree. Pastor, we tuned or what? I do wonder financially. I've been quite lucky in my lifetime. Things haven't hit Europe quite that badly. The wars have been elsewhere, but I guess it's that time again where history kind of starts repeating itself. Yeah, J617, yeah. It's a million-year picnic. Don't dwell on bad things. Be optimistic. Yeah, you have to be. It's better to be that way than doom and gloomy. Being positive definitely helps. It certainly helps with your health as well if you remain positive. So why be negative? The only way is up. The only way is up. TextMex89, what is this about? Yeah, I've often asked myself the question, what are these shows about? Usually it's all about the guys in the chat having a chat. And then if anybody wants to hop on and make a bit of a chitty chat show, they're more than welcome. I'll drop the link if anybody's interested. I have to be a bit more careful nowadays after what happened elsewhere. Oh yeah, you got all that Taiwan thing as well kicking off, haven't you, over there? Yeah. You had COVID, you got the Ukraine. Now you might have Taiwan and this China Seas and all of that. Yeah. Do you have to be a member to have? I don't think so, Brett. Live streams are still free. Or are you just being a bit of sarcasm in there? Yeah, it is a pain, all these things, because I can't stay up that late. It is a pain not being able to watch it, but hey, it probably saves me a couple of hours a day where it is. But I just usually sit there pressing the L button, skipping, skip. Well, at least the movie was free. There you go. That was free content. Mind you, that, to be fair, that was Tim. Tim works hard. He works hard. Lots of content. I definitely couldn't work as hard as Tim on these things. Definitely couldn't. Take up too much of my life. Could if I was making money. No, I don't think I'd even do this to make money out of it, Mrs. Dodge.
I'm not saying you would, but
it is actually a lot for a little return. It's a lot of work. It's 24/7. I mean, Tim was, because he has to keep up with that, what's going on elsewhere. He's like up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. You know, keeping his finger on the pulse, doing vids, all the background stuff. When he's not doing that, he's out and about, wandering around New York. I mean, it's a 24/7 life. This YouTubing gig. If you're out there, you know, trying to make a book. Was that something disparaging, Mrs. Dodge? No.
He said he should go and get himself a proper job.
Go and get himself a proper job. I think that's the thing. I think Tim did have one. I think he decided that jobs isn't for him. Proper jobs, not for Tim, I don't think. But hey, how Netflix might discover him one day. I'm sure he'd do pretty well if he had a professional crew around him. He could get something going on Netflix. Struggle to see a positive future if Biden. Yeah, no, is Biden really running the country, or is somebody else pulling the strings underneath him? Because he did say the one time I did watch him, he said something about, well, if I'm allowed to say that, almost as if, he's told what he can and cannot say as president. That coming from the leader of the biggest nation in the world was a bit scary, to be honest. Most millenniums, they don't want to do physical. Tell me about it. We're just talking about some people we know, some millennials that they just want to hang around in the parents' houses for free, and not do anything. Or if they want a job, they want an entitled job. They want to start right at the top. That they're not interested in starting at the bottom, stacking shelves, and then becoming the head of the supermarket. They want to become the top honcho straight away. And they always have an argument, don't they? They all say, well, you could do this, and you should do that, and you should do the other. Yeah, that's what I figured with his comments. He questioned whether or not he was or wasn't allowed to say something. And I immediately thought, uh-oh. Reminds me of some of the old Soviet leaders, where there was a group behind him pulling the strings who was literally dead and full of sand. The leaders were, half dead, but the whole thing was being run by the Politburo. Love him or hate him, I don't think this war business would have happened if Trump was around. It's just something that it's a bit scary. Yeah, it's something a bit too scary. Putin and Trump. I think they had the old Mad Effect, mutually assured destruction, that if the two of them went head to head, they'd realise it would not end well. So there was, in effect, détente because they both had balls, yeah. Love them or hate them, they both got big balls. So, yeah. Putin survives this. Yeah, you can always speculate about these leaders, but they tend to get through it, especially in Russia. It's not often you never hear of a Russian leader being outed or worse. They tend to hang around until they hit the coffin. And even when they're in the coffin, they're not really dead. They're put away somewhere in the Kremlin. So we can go around and pay respects in a glass case. A bit like Stalin. So who knows where this all goes? The one thing I do know for a fact is that the Russian people, on the whole, in general, maybe because of what's shown on TV, etc., they strongly believe that they're in the right here with this business, and they cannot. And for them, failure is not an option. Losing face for them is not an option. So I really don't know where this is all going to go, boys. I really don't know. I really can't see Russia pulling back out and saying, "Oh, okay, we'll have peace now," or completely back out of the Ukraine. I can't see that happening. Yeah. The thing is, yeah, it's not just Putin saving face; it's the Russian people themselves. They're a very proud people, and yeah, I don't think they're going to back down. Well, they'll support Putin in this action. Yeah, money's lost in war, but guys, look. I mean, even here on the chat, I don't know if it was this chat or AC3, somebody was saying, well, I hope the war comes because I've got all this money invested in things to do with making money out of war. You know, a lot of people actually making money out of the misery of others. Look at that fellow Noble who's famous for the Peace Prize, in quotes. But all of his money was made out of munitions that he sold in the First World War to both sides. So both sides were buying his kit to blow each other up, and then to kind of make up for it, he invents the Nobel Peace Prize. Yet he was a big part of the picture of supplying the drugs effectively to fuel the war. The irony of it is just, I tell you, strange old world we live in. Anyway, I'm glad all I have to think about is going and get my hair cut and having the shave. Oh yeah, and being able to buy Rolex at retail again. Actually buying anything at retail, can't get Patek, can't get AP. Can't get anything, can you? I'm toying with the idea of getting a Tudor GMT, but it's not the same, is it? I think I'd end up with some kind of buyer's remorse because I've got my mind set on, or just to finish off the collection, just need a GMT piece, but just finish it off with a Rolex GMT piece. There again, if I say that, then I haven't got a world time, have I? Sorry, guys, I'm not reading the chat because it's too bright out. I'm outside again. Oh, hang on, I'll put the camera on. You might as well have some kind of a view. Anyway, I just thought I'd come on today, start the chat, have a go at uploading video, because I didn't have a clue how to take movies off my iPhone and put them on here. So now I do know how to. So I'm learning. I'm learning every day. So I'm sorry if I've bored you all too much. I'll try and find something exciting to film. Might even take you shopping, but to do that, it's at least a 3-hour trip to somewhere that has anything half interesting in terms of watches for sale around these parts. I was going to say, what's happened to Lex? He doesn't seem to have had a show on for a while. Been no Lex reports. I think he's been making up for the lack of war room in the dungeon, I think. So I've not seen Lex. Hope he's okay. Hope you're okay, Lex. Oh yeah, who else is missing? The Lord's missing. Been missing the Lord. He's not been on the shows, on the streams, but I know he's been doing his own thing a little bit. My problem is I can't get around everything, watch everything, because I just wouldn't have time to do anything. I do, believe it or not, I do have the odd job. Like that lot out there takes me about 4 hours to cut every week, and sometimes 2 times a week. That and the odd DIY job. Broke a window in the winter, so I had to replace the glass in the window. Odd roof slate needs replacing. So, can't get around all the strings, you can't do it. So it's nice to have some kind of a news roundup program, isn't it? Just to tell you what's generally going around the stream. Oh well, better start considering having a shower and getting down the barbers. And that's a trip and a half. At least an hour to go to the barber. Neighbour said he'd cut my hair, but I think he's more used to doing sheep than people. Oh, helicopter. Don't have to. Oh, let's wait for it. See, what they do here is a lot of the farmers, they have EU grants. And the way the EU check that they're doing what they say, like they've got rapeseed planted or they've done this fence and whatever, they fly over in a helicopter and check the fields to see, and video the fields to see if they've actually said that they've done what they're being paid for. That's a quick way of doing it, I suppose. You're going to have to up production, Paul, and ramp up production to make up for what's lost in the Ukraine. Otherwise, people are going to be starving. Oh, let's catch up with the chat. Excuse the beard and the hair, guys. Next time you see me, I'll be looking pretty. As pretty as Dodger could be. Oh, let's catch up with the chat. Hey, NATO. Nice to see you. Not seen in a long time. Long time no see.
You talked to him yesterday.
Did I? Did I talk to him yesterday? Of course I did. Yeah, but I was only in the chat. Only in the chat. I reckon you and he've got something going on with your emojis, wherever they're called. Kermit. Mrs. Dodger loves Kermit. Crazy game of poker, yeah, absolutely. Well, pasta, I remember my first, I keep yapping on about this, my first date just, 1988, I got 35% off it. So I think it was about £2,500, and I got it for $1,750. But in those days, you wouldn't even look at a Submariner or a Daytona. Yeah, the thing to buy was always the date just. And if you notice, all the stores, if you look at their clocks and things, they're all a date just. So that used to be the thing that everybody used to two-tone date just. And if you're a real boss, you'd have the day date on the presidential bracelet, and then you'd really made it. Drummer boys biting the dust one by one. Yeah, looks like it, Cutter. Yeah. People are disappearing. Hello, Mr. P. Hope you're well. Yeah, Jay, I've got some old price lists going back to the 80s and catalogues and things of the prices. Oh, my God, I wish I had a time machine. Man, Dodger would have the world's largest collections of Daytonas. A big cupboard full of Submariner. Yeah, they were at the time, you know. I got mine just before the big bang, before the big explosion. Well, you know, all these traders in London started buying them up. It became a really big thing, you know. When those films came out, you know, I forgot which was it. Oh, this is Dodger there going out cat hunting. Oh, she doesn't like going on unless she's done it. What a save on the electric, I tell you, it's bloody gone up 25%. There you go. I'm saving the planet, but I'm saving the wallet. Damn it. Yeah, people, yeah, they're getting stuff tax free. A lot of those guys a lot of the dealers in the UK would go out to these islands and other places around Europe and snap up all the watches. All the grey market dealers, they snap them all up and at discount, bring them back and sell them. But still sell at a discount. It doesn't happen now. Well, guys, unless anybody else wants to come on and make a show up to 55 minutes or do it for an hour, then I'm going to be off for the haircut. And a bit of shopping. I've had a bit of a change from the old Seamaster. I've got the old Submariner on. Submariner. Two-tone, of course. It's two-tone Dodger. I do mean to have a debate sometime about two-tone versus steel. Why is it now that people are all going for steel when life used to be all about two-tone? Yeah, Cutty, yeah, I'm sure, you know, we'll do something later on. I mean, let's hope the guys, you know, maybe a bit later on usually come on, you know, Shrocko and Sav and the rest of the boys, Plastic and the rest might be on a bit later on. We'll see, or I might be back for that. We'll see how the haircut and the shopping goes. Yeah, what time is it around the world? Let's have a look. As I say, this time is usually the worst time to have a stream. Look. Unless, of course, you're a celeb, and then well, everybody dives on if you're a celeb. Tokyo, it's 1732. Brisbane, 1832. New York. I guess Brisbane, everybody's going to be 1832. And we're thinking about food. New York, everybody should be in bed, 0432. Yeah. Lisbon, what have I got? Lisbon. Oh, no. Moscow is 11:33 a.m. Karachi, it's just gone 13:33. That's the home of Saad. Vancouver, well, everybody's in bed at 1:33. Singapore, that's quite a reasonable time, 16:33. Dubai, 12:33. Miami, 04:33. Yeah. Yeah, it was quiet on the Western Front. Aruba and Caravan were big on it. All the cruise ports. Funny how people were more concerned with saving the taxes versus discounts. Yeah. Those days you used to get discounts as well as taxes. So. Not today. I still think things are going to go down a bit, but not down too much. I don't think Prices could be going down too far. Like, I don't think there's going to be a crash, like the financial crash, like Bitcoin. I don't think we'll see those losses. I think it's just the hype pieces that are going to sort of come down and level off to a more sensible price that they should be at. I mean, there's been a lot of hype. I think the dealers have had more of these pieces than people who are out there want to buy them. They've been stocking these things and hiding them, snaffling them away, watching them increase in price, and now they're sitting on stock that's going down in price. So I still think there's some margin for prices to come down. So if you're thinking of buying something, I would definitely hold back on that trigger. Paul thought getting agitated by people talking Rolex down. I guess his whole business, as he said, is built on Rolex. He's made a good living out of. I think what he's trying to say, I did watch a bit of that vid, and what he's trying to say is don't put, if you've got a watch, don't put it down. It's in the two-way, it's a double-edged sword. We want to be able to buy these watches at a sensible price. There again, we don't want to be losing money on what we've got. And if you've happened to pay well over the odds for a Rolex, then you're going to be praying that prices don't go down. If you've been paying retail, then of course you do hope the prices come down. It just depends on where on the fence you've been sitting and where what your investment point was. If it was you were paying way over, then it's a bit of a shame, really, because you're going to be losing that money now. But yeah, I think his point was don't knock the product too much because it has been stable, and certainly I'll say that Rolex has been on the way up. Certainly since I bought my first one, it's only ever gone up in price. But I think now it's with the shortages, it's opened people's minds to things other than Rolex, which I think is a good thing. I think it's a very good thing. I mean, there are all sorts of fun things out there to be bought at a reasonable price. I think Speedmasters now, they've come down a little bit in price. That's a really fantastic watch. I think that's something to consider. Getting a Speedmaster now that the prices have come down. You can't go wrong there with a piece like that. I keep thinking about the Zenith Chronomaster Sport, but still for me it's too expensive. But I love the new movement in that. It does seem a bit small on the wrist, but hey, there again, the Daytona's small. But there is that. But as I say, it's £7,000 sterling. I don't think I'll be investing that much. Probably then I would go for a Tudor rather than the Zenith. Well, guys, managed to keep this baby rolling for an hour. So I'll get off, get myself down to Barber's, get rid of this. You don't know what sort of style I shall have it cut into. I guess we shall see when I return. He tends to do his own thing, this barber. He just goes, and then I get what I get. It might go this way, it might go that way, it might go the other way. But as you can see, it's a bit too... We've got too many things living in it. And we've got lots of creepy bugs around here and they like living in my hair. Let's have a last look at the chat. Yeah, most millenniums say they won't do physical. Yeah, there is a shortage of physical people willing to do physical work, especially farm work, especially in the UK. I mean, since Brexit, that's really cut off the European workforce. The Romanians, the Poles, the Eastern Europeans from going working. Picking the product out of the field. So yeah, that is a bit of a problem. Oh yeah, Jay, I had this terrible. Oh, Miss Dodger killed me. If I have a military marine cut, I did have one of these. I looked terrible. I looked like a thug. Looked really nasty. Yeah. What am I wearing? T-shirt. I'm wearing my two-tone sub today. I had a change. I'm usually wearing the Seamaster, but I'm wearing my two-tone Submarine 41 Submariner. I call it a bumblebee. I know it's not the bumblebee, but I call it. It's like a bumblebee. Ping. Okay, Cutty, I'll see you. I'm going to, boys. Let's hope the guys open the show. They might do a bit later on. If not, I might, next few hours when I get back, I might just open it up because that'll be in the next 3 hours or so. Like the Aussie guys have had something to eat and they're just sort of kicking back. And yeah, it was nice to talk to me Aussie mateys. Okay, boys, girls. I'll catch you on whatever's on next, beat me or somebody else. Anyway, take care, everybody. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.